I'm quite surprised to see quite a sizable number of Muslims here in Korea. Were you able to find out some of the reasons that they turned to Islam?
Right. A lot of them have, of course, different reasons of how they were first introduced to Islam. Many of them I talked to, they first studied it on their own out of curiosity. And after studying it, they have peace and joy themselves.
20,000 Americans every year decide to convert to Islam. These converts say they don't regret their decision at all.
Growing numbers of young Australian men and women who are converting to Islam.
One of the world's largest religions is gaining followers from a very unlikely community. A growing number of Hispanics are changing their religion and following the teachings of Islam.
4000 personnes en moyenne chaque année, généralement des jeunes et de culture ou de foi chrétienne, choisissent de devenir musulmans.
According to a report by Faith Matters, the UK is seeing a surge in Brits converting to Islam. In the last year, around 5,200 people in Britain converted to Islam. As many as 100,000 have converted in the last decade.
Warum dennoch immer mehr Deutsche zu Moslems werden? Martin Toroxel berichtet.
It's the world's fastest growing religion, Islam.
Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world.
Islam remains the fastest growing religion.
Islam is the world's fastest growing religion.
Census suggests many of them are turning to Islam.
Islam is the fastest growing religion in all of Canada.
Islam is growing faster than ever, with some studies suggesting it could eventually become the dominant faith. Marty's Polyboyko has the story.
The number of Muslims living in Japan, though small, has more than doubled in the past decade.
How big Islam has become in Russia's capital city. Tens of thousands come to mark Ramadan, so many that some must even pray outside.
5,000 people converted to Islam in the UK.
Laut einer Studie sind seit 2004 jedes Jahr rund 4.000 Bundesbürger zum Islam übergetreten. Das sind viermal so viele wie in den Jahren zuvor.
The number of converted Muslims in Norway increased to at least 3,000 in recent years.
And why shouldn't they be? Islam is the fastest growing religion in the UK.
How priests and preachers enter Islam.
Many of the miracles that Jesus had done, I found them in the Quran. There were even a couple of Jesus miracles mentioned in the Quran that were not mentioned in the Bible.
What brought me to Islam is me trying to convince someone else to become a Christian.
In fact, she says it was Jesus himself who led her to Islam.
You think Jesus led you to become a Muslim?
Yes.